Welcome back to the channel. Have you ever encountered the dreaded 500 internal server error while working on your hosting or website? It is one of the most frustrating things to see, especially when you are just trying to manage your content. Today, I am going to walk you through a step-by-step process to troubleshoot and fix the hosting or server error 500 quickly and efficiently. We will cover file management, memory limits, and plugin conflicts to get your site back online. If this tutorial helps you save time and resolve the issue, please take a second to hit that like button and subscribe for more technical guides. Let us jump right into the solution. First, you need to log in to your hosting or account. Once you are logged in, navigate to the Websites tab and select the dashboard for the specific site you are trying to fix. From here, we need to inspect your files, so go ahead and open the File Manager. This will give you direct access to your site directory. Inside the File Manager, look for the public_HTML folder and open it. Here is where the first common culprit resides. Find the file named .htaccess. This file controls server configurations and can often become corrupted. Right-click on it and rename it to .htaccess_backup. This effectively resets your server rules. Once you have done that, go back to your main website dashboard in the Hostinger panel. Look for the PHP configuration menu. It is very common for a low memory limit to trigger the 500 error. Check your current settings and ensure the memory_limit is set to at least 256 MB. Adjusting this allows your scripts more breathing room to execute properly. If you are still seeing the error, it might be due to a faulty plugin. To check this, head back to your File Manager. Go into the WP Content folder. Find the folder named Plugins. Right-click on it and rename it to something like Plugins_disabled. By doing this, you are forcing WordPress to deactivate all plugins at once. Now try and reload your website. If the site loads successfully, you know one of your plugins was the issue. You can then go back and rename the folder to Plugins and activate your plugins one by one to find the specific culprit. Once you have identified the conflict, you can delete that specific plugin folder and get back to your work. Dealing with server errors can be intimidating, but following these logical steps almost always isolates the problem. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button to support the channel and stay updated with more troubleshooting tips. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.